Hey everybody, here to talk about what would happen if AEW picked up Sasha Banks or Dakota Kai. Now, let me start off by saying Dakota Kai we know was officially released by WWE some time ago. Sasha Banks, there's still mixed reports, but let's start with Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai was somebody who could really go in the ring. She could play the villain, she could play the good guy, and had a lot of athletic ability. And she really could go in with the main event. Her and Raquel made a really good tag team, and if she were to go to AEW, I could see her kind of being like the next Ty Conti, where they put her in some matches to kind of just get her out there and see like which styles she meshes with. I think her and Thunder Rosa would have good matches. Her and Tony Storm, she could have a lot of good matches. Britt Baker, but she would instantly add to very intriguing matchups. Ruby Soho comes to mind, and I think you could make her a big time player over there. So I would love to see her join in on the AEW roster and just add tons of depth to that division. You could really do a lot with her, and she competed in various match types too, so we know that she has ability. It's just WWE never quite pulled the trigger on her. They didn't make her the NXT Women's Champion, which I thought she had a lot of potential there. And her style was really good. The fans could cheer for her, they could boo her, whatever role they would need her in, she could fit. And I think there's a chance we could see her at the next big event, but we'll see. The most intriguing and I think biggest star you could add would be Sasha Banks. Now, Sasha Banks, of course, big star WWE, role on The Mandalorian, big fan support. The problem was they didn't always use her right. She was a bigger star than they would ever give her credit for. And there were moments where they would give her championship runs, like when she beat Charlotte for the title by doing the bank statement in the barricade. That was cool, or on the railing. So I think there's a lot of potential there. If you put her in AEW, she instantly could be a main eventer. You put her against Britt Baker, DMD. You put her against Thunder Rosa for the championship. She could headline any match. So if it was me, I would love to see Sasha Banks debut in the Battle Royal, win, and go on to challenge for a championship right away to show that we're not playing around. We are going to make her a big star here. She's going to be a main event player for us. And that's what she deserves, is just to be treated like the star that she is. I don't know how WWE got it so wrong with her. They really dropped the ball on a megastar. I like her much better than I do someone like Charlotte Flair. I just feel like there's so much endless potential with her and the different matchups you could put her in. And like I said, you add a lot of depth to your roster with these two additions, and you have championship players, one immediately and one within a year or two. I think you could make Sasha a main eventer right away. Dakota might need a few matches just to see, but she within a year could be a main eventer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what AEW does at their next event in Chicago, which I believe is All Out. And it doesn't seem like it, but it was just a year ago whenever CM Punk and Darby Allin had that great match at All Out. So yeah, AEW right now they're treating their stars better, and I think that they provide a more entertaining overall product than WWE. But once again, they still have to build that fan base and consistently do that in order to be the number one show. Um, WWE is older, so they have had a head start, but I do think there is a fan base. Older fans like myself that have been around since we were three are gravitating towards AEW due to better storytelling and more use of the talents that the wrestlers themselves had. And they're not afraid to call themselves a wrestling show, not superstars. They actually have wrestlers. So, like I said, this could be a very strong women's division if you add one or both of the stars I have talked about. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you back here with Worship of the Nerds.